All right. Good morning. Good morning. NFP Friday. Yes, sir. TGIF. This week went by fast. This week went by very quickly. So good morning, everybody. It is NFP Friday. We have about 32 minutes until NFP drops. Not that I need to look at this, however. Non-farm employment, the forecast is 171. So we'll see if the numbers are going to come out higher or lower. We'll see. Don't expect it to be anything crazy. The last few NFPs have been not much of anything in the last few months. So we'll see. How is the sound, guys? Can you guys hear me over the music, or is the music too loud? Because you guys know I can't tell on my end. Let me know if you guys can hear me nice and loud and clear before I get into this real quick. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, if I should lower the music or turn it off completely, put something else on. All good? Loud and clear? All right, great. Cannot find my... Okay, I don't know where that is. Okay, you guys can hear me? All right, sounds great. Okay. So yeah, guys, no live stream on Monday in reverence of Columbus Day. Don't expect there to be much happening on a Monday. And I don't like to trade on holidays because sometimes the volume is very slow, and also the spreads can be pretty crazy. So I'm like, have a nice little 3-day weekend, relax, come back Tuesday, ready to go. Let's move this here. Messing up my desk here. All right, so US30. So I just want to show you guys the setup that I caught on US30 last night for those of you that maybe missed it. It's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool setup, guys, because it was literally the exact same setup that I caught the night before. And I actually dropped it inside the private live stream chat. So the private group got to catch it with me last night, which was pretty dope. So basically what happened is this is the setup right here. This is the setup right here. Last night, Asian session, right here, this setup right here. So real quick, guys, look at this right here. Where's my pencil? Look at this right here, guys. And look at this right here. Okay, this trade, these shorts are what I caught last night, the night before last night, right? Which I went over on the live stream yesterday. resistance formed, right? Price pushing up, price rejected, pushing, formed resistance here, caught this sell right here. Now, I was expecting price to come to around this area here, but it didn't push down as far as I thought. I still took profit, but I was expecting it to continue down to at least around these lows, but it never came down to those lows. It rejected and it pushed up, but then guess what? Eventually, we did tap these lows. It pulled up one more time and then it dropped again, and on the second drop, it tapped into these lows here. So that's how I was able to catch that trade Wednesday night. And then last night, same setup, right? Same setup. Push, rejection, bearish drop, resistance, drop. Push, bearish drop, resistance, bearish drop. Same exact move. Caught the same exact setup, guys. All right. So once you study enough and you backtest pairs enough, you'll start to see the exact same trades, the exact same patterns start to play out, because they happen over and over again. Okay, they happen over and over again. All right, cool. So that was cool. Pretty good week so far. Pretty good week on US30. Really liking this pair, especially since gold hasn't been getting much lately. Now, US30 here, this is an analysis that I took this morning. I didn't take it. I just did the analysis this morning. I've been up since like 5, I think. Woke up around 5 and jumped on the charts. And so let me refresh everything here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's go to the 4-hour. Don't really need the daily right now. So we have this support right here. We have a support. There's no analysis for gold, guys. This right here is still valid. It's still valid. There's no analysis for gold. I am not trading gold. Okay, so that's that. So US30 bearish, but we have hit a major area of support here. All right, we do have a resistance here that kind of been holding, and it rejected again. Rejected that resistance again. So remember at the start of this week, if you don't remember me saying, please go back and watch, but I said that I saw US30 bouncing in and out of this range before we actually do this or before we do that. And that's exactly what it's doing. It's bouncing in and out of that range. So great trading opportunities inside. The range is big enough. Great trading opportunities. This support being held, or this resistance being held, is going to tell us whether or not the market is going to go bullish or bearish. Now, the reason why I think it's going to go bullish is because look at market structure. Okay, low, high, low, low, high, low, high. We're at a low, and we found support. So it only makes sense for the market to pull back and give us another high before we actually continue down or break structure completely and go back bullish. Okay. I don't know why my hair is bugging me right now. Okay, so if I use a fib on the 4-hour structure here, swing high, swing low, you'll see that we're almost tapping the 61% retracement. Okay, we're almost tapping the 61% retracement to see if the market is going to retrace or push up higher. But you at least have this area here to grab a move, because this area here will be my like first TP right around here. Second TP would be like right around these, right around the 27%. So that's kind of what the analysis that we have now. We're still seeing the market this major support because it's a daily, weekly, I believe a monthly support as well. Super strong support. So at this point, we're looking for the market to pull up to at least this area, or around these highs here, or maybe even these highs up here. Because even if the market was to come to these highs here, it's still very much a bearish trend that hasn't broken structure completely to go to the upside yet. It can still very much pull up and then find its way right on back down as well. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind about US30. So that's pretty much the analysis for the most part. Okay, where the market is now. I honestly, guys, I really don't see NFP doing much. I really don't. Only because, like I said, like it hasn't done anything in months and months and months and months. You don't even hear like the excitement around NFP anymore. Now it's about CPI. That's what everyone gets excited about. NFP used to be big dog on the block. It's not anymore. It's not, at least not now. So I feel like it won't stay like that. Market conditions change all the time. News events change all the time. So I don't think it's gonna stay like that. I just think for now, it's kind of going through the motion, going through its, you know, roller coaster phase. At some point, it's probably gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Our economy is in the dumpster right now. Anyway, inflation is out of control. Interest rates are out of control. Everything is out of whack. They were talking about a government shutdown recently. It's supposed to happen, I think, last Sunday. It didn't happen. So my thing is, like, because of that, the markets are always, it's unpredictable. You never really know. So you got to keep that in the back of your mind. Okay. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame here. We're still inside this box here. So if this resistance holds, price could come back down and retest. I don't see that happening. I actually didn't even see price coming down this far. I saw price maintaining support here. It came down just a little bit, maybe leaving a wick on the higher time frames and then to push up. So if I highlight this right here, it's probably a wick on the daily. Yes, it is. Okay, so wick on the daily, broke up, and then what did it do? Reject. So if this area doesn't get respected, price is going to continue. But here's the reason why I feel like we are going to push up, because look at the candle formations. Okay, you have a bullish candle here that broke down, rejected, and pushed back up, rejected to both sides. This candle, complete dud, didn't do shit. This candle broke above, and even though there's still a lot of time in here, if this candle can even close in this area, if it pulls back, it's not breaking. If this daily candle by 5 o'clock today, if that daily candle closes anywhere near here next week, it's buy city. It's buys all next week, because that means that this candle was able to do what these two candles could not do. Okay, if you go to the weekly time frame, look at that big ass rejection on that weekly zone. That's the reason why we're looking for buys. Look at how long this support has been holding here. It's going to take a lot of momentum for this to get broken, and it's showing signs that it can't do it, can't break. You know what I mean? So at this point in time, you almost have to look for buys, but you definitely don't want to take buys at a high. You want to take buys at a low to give yourself the best RR. Okay, so that's pretty much what the situation is here. If we go here, that's why this is what long positions that we had here. All right, stops would be below these lows here. Boom. All right, so that's pretty much it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Give me 1 second. Just gotta grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you for this winning week. 5% up on my account. Wow. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, withdraw. Withdraw. You had a good week. Withdraw and do it again next week. Withdraw and do it again. Awesome analysis. Thank you so much. I'm learning so much from you. Love it, love it, love it. Who else is giving you guys this type of juice every day? Who else is giving y'all this type of sauce? Who else is giving y'all this sauce every day? That's why I put that question on my Instagram story yesterday. I put, if you guys don't know, follow me on Instagram, SharleneFX. asked, what can I do to make the lives a little bit better, you know, to keep on keeping it interesting, keep it snappy, keep it fun, you know, where people are learning and everything. And you guys have some pretty good ideas, some pretty good suggestions for me, so definitely gonna give some thought. Of course, you have the dummies that decided to drop some dumb shit in there, but other than that, for the most part, there were some really good suggestions in there for me. So definitely gonna be thinking about doing some stuff like that. Do I withdraw every day? No. No, I don't withdraw every day. I withdraw randomly. I probably withdraw, like my last withdrawal was last Wednesday or Thursday, I think. So I probably withdraw maybe every 2 weeks. If I had a really good week, I might withdraw that week. That depends on my withdrawals too. If I have a really good week, I'll pull that out ASAP. ASAP, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it all depends. And every week I'm not profitable, so I can't withdraw every day, every week, because you don't win every day, every week. You're not profitable all the time. So, you can't withdraw all the time. Thanks for the free knowledge. What's up? What's up with AU? Why don't you trade it anymore? I still analyze it for Q-tips because I have to drop an analysis in there every so often in there. But I stopped trading it mostly because it's really slow. Like I always knew it was slow, but it's lately been really slow. And I've really been focusing my efforts on US30. I feel like I get more bang for my buck on US30 than I do there anymore. I kind of feel like I pretty much like leveled up from AU. Even though it's still a good pair. It's still a good pair, don't get me wrong. I don't have any issue with it, you know. Especially for beginners, it's an excellent beginner pair. But it's just really slow. And for me, I like more volatile pairs because I like to get in my trades and out within minutes, an hour or 2, 3 max. I really don't like to be in moves too long, and AU was on some other stuff. You know, I would be in a trade and it would be like 2 hours. I'll be in the setup and it would really only move like 5 pips, 6 pips, 4 pips in that amount of time during New York session, you know what I'm saying? I expect that during like Asian session. It's already a slow session and you're trading a slow pair. So you put those two together, it's going to take a while. But it's no way I'm trading it during New York session, maybe even London session, and it takes so long to play out moves. It's just ridiculous. You know, it gets to a point where your patience is just being tested so much. And it's like, you know what? It's not even worth my time. It's not even worth my time. So I have nothing against the pair. I just feel like I don't, you know, it's not worth my time to trade it anymore. So that's it. So that's why I took it. I don't trade anymore, but I still have to do an analysis on it for Q-tips. And guys, if you're not in Q-tips, hold on one second. Let me close this. If you're not in Q-tips, this is Q-tips. The link is in the description, is in my bio on Instagram to join the group. It's a free group. Okay, there's 56,000 people in there. It's myself, Q Banks, Mad Charts, Mr. DeStefano, and Joshua Paveo. I never know how to pronounce his last name. Paveo, but we all analyze in there and we drop charts. Q has a US30 analysis in there. Josh does fundamentals and he drops, I think he's supposed to be doing NAS in there. Mad Charts does gold. All right, Mad Charts drops analysis on gold, and Mr. DeStefano does GJ. So And obviously, I think I already said it, but Q does US30. All right, so if you trade US30, gold, NAS, I do AU, and Mr. DeStefano does GJ. All the major pairs, they're all in there. So if you guys want free knowledge, free information, free breakdowns, he drops, I think Q drops giveaways and discounts and stuff on top tier challenges and all that. It's all in there. And we do webinars sometimes as well. So definitely jump on in that group, and it'll be there. So every so often we drop charts in there, we drop analysis, video analysis, not just charts. Sometimes we drop charts, sometimes we drop video analysis. So get over there, join, and soak up all the information. And even if you missed like certain breakdowns, go back and watch. Go back and watch these videos. Go back and ask questions and see, because you might learn something. You could learn something from it. It's a lot of information that we drop in there. So definitely get in there and give reactions. You know what I'm saying? Show yourself. Show that you guys appreciate it. We know that you guys appreciate the stuff we do in there by the type of reactions that we get. Okay, so keep it on, turn your notifications on, so that you can be notified when we're in there giving out analysis. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I don't trade AU anymore. I don't even have it on my watch list anymore. All that. So I don't trade it anymore. So no analysis on gold, guys. I have nothing on gold. Gold is garbage. This is trash. This is a trap. This is what you trade if you want to lose money, if you want to blow your account. Okay? If you trade price action, if you trade fundamentals and all that, it depends on your style of trade or what you look for. But when you're trading something like this, good luck. If you're getting in here, good luck. If you get in down here or up here, you give yourself a chance, because the RRs are there. But if you get inside of all this mess here, you're gonna blow your account. I just want to know if she's in the trade or not. I'm not in any trade. If I was in the trade, I would show it on the bottom of the screen. I'm not in any trade. Are you on in Volio? I am not. I'm not actually. Guys, I get busy sometimes with things. I just get busy. I don't know. I do plan on getting on there. I do plan on getting on there, dropping information in there, charts and stuff like that for you guys. I procrastinate sometimes, guys. It's this flaw that I have. It's things I should do, I need to be doing, but I don't do. Got other things going on, so I will be on there. I will be on in Volio. So patiently waiting, I will be on there, okay? So not seeing link for Discord. It's not on Discord, it's on Telegram. It says Q-tips. It says it right there, Q-tips. I'm not feeling this elevator music right now. What's going on here? What's going on here? Hey. Not feeling this elevator music. This is okay for now. Guys gotta pay attention, man. Did I say anything about Discord? No. I said Telegram. I showed you guys the app. I showed you guys Telegram app. Does this even look like a Discord? No. It looks like a Telegram. But you're looking for a Discord link. Gotta pay better attention, guys. It's not hard. Q, Mad Charts, and Charlene are the only mentors I got. Then Robert, Kiyoshi. Very good, very good. You got a nice lineup there. Took the US30 trade yesterday and I closed at 2,000 profit. Thank you, Charlene. You are so real. Mr. Daniel Festus, you are very welcome. If you ever meet me in person, I like my steak medium well with a little char on the top. With a side, a glass of wine, glass of white wine, and we're good. We're good. You can thank me by buying me a nice steak. I like my steak. I like ribeye, bone-in ribeye. I'm just kidding. Yeah, almost time for NFP. Yeah, we got a few minutes. How was the Steam yesterday? It was good. I couldn't really hack it though, guys. I did about 40 minutes, just under 40 minutes, like 38 minutes or so. But I kept having to like come in and out. Like I would go in there for like 5-10 minutes, and I would walk out for like 2 minutes. Then I'll go back in, come out, get a drink of water, go back. Like it was a lot. that humidity is serious. It felt good though. Felt good. I was in there watching Netflix, watching Mind Hunters on Netflix while I was in there, so it was pretty cool. You can actually see your phone screen when you're in there. When you're in the sauna, it like fogs everything up, so you can't see anything. But in the steam room, it's not like that. So it feels pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Only thing I don't like about it is my gym. I might have to pick another gym because my gym like kind of sucks now because like not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I was there and a lot of the machines were broken. They didn't work. They didn't even have signs on them to telling you it didn't work. And then the steam room yesterday, it was mad dirty. Like the floor was so dirty, and there's a sign outside of it that says from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. they're closed every day to for cleaning. And I'm like, I don't know who's cleaning this, but they're not doing a good job because it's like the floor was all like dirty and I don't know, it's just filthy. So I'm like, nah, I might have to go to another gym because I don't like in dirty environments like that, and then machines being broken all the time. It doesn't make any sense. So I might have to just leave that gym and go somewhere else. So actually, I think I am. I just like it because it's so close to my house. It takes me literally like 2 minutes to get there every day. So it's like, you know, I can walk to the gym from my house, you know. But I don't know. And the next location is kind of a distance. And it's a better one too, but it's a distance. I don't feel like driving so damn far every day to go to the gym. It's already a hassle just to want to go to the gym for me sometimes. Then I gotta drive far to get there too. Like, nah. So I'm gonna decide pretty soon that if I'm gonna leave or not, because I can't take it. 40 minutes is too long. I was in and out. It wasn't 40 minutes straight. So it wasn't 40 minutes straight. Buy your own steam room from Costco. I don't use them enough to do that. So give them one more chance. Yeah. Sharing its Q-tips, right? With the blue cap. Yes. Yes. With the blue cap. Yes. You know what? I'll put the link in the chat right now. Here we go. Where's the button for that? Here we go. Copy link. Join Q-tips here. There we go. It's in the chat. So you can just click that and there it is. All right, guys. 4 minutes. Ready to rock and roll. And guys, I do one-on-ones outside of my course. If you're interested in that, just please shoot me a DM for us to schedule it, okay? And if you are a beginner trader, I will not do a one-on-one with you because it's not going to be beneficial to you. It's going to be a waste of time, waste of money. So if you're a beginner, you got to get my course. If you're an experienced trader, you need help with one or two things and you just need a little sharpening up, I'll be more than welcome to do a one-on-one with you. But if other than that, it's one or the other. That's it. That is it. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I don't like to predict news moves because it's so unpredictable. If I had to guess, I would say buys. I would say buys simply because I don't see us breaking this support at the end of the week. If we were to break it, it would take news. I just don't trust NFP news because it's been so weak lately. So if this was CPI news, PPI news, okay, I could definitely see it spiking and doing a bunch of nonsense. But NFP, nah. I could be wrong. But we're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. So let's see. Let's see. You are so amazing. So are you. Thank you. So are you. What is your bias on gold? I have no bias on gold. I have no idea what gold is going to do. If I had to take a guess on gold, I would say gold is going to sell off. I think gold is going to melt. The reason why I say that is because there's no sign here of bullish pressure. Besides this support being respected, that's it. There's no sign of bullish pressure. Everything is still indicating sells. So at this point, I would have to take a sell. Put a gun to my head and said, pick a trade right now. It's a sell on gold and a buy on US30. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Look at that dump. Oh, we didn't go up. We came down. What's gold doing? Coming down. She's coming down. She's coming down. Let's see. How far down are we going to go? Damn, we didn't go up. We came down. Now, if we go down and reject and push back up, there you have something there. You have something there. See, guys? See, I would have lost. If I would have been that took this, I would have lost. Because I was looking for buys. I'm not looking for sells. Look at gold. The nerve of gold to do nothing. Barely moving. All right, let's watch US30 because gold ain't doing that right now. So we broke that support. Let's take that line out of there. That's it. Bounce. Finito. But I ain't gonna lie. This is not a bad entry to start to take them buys. It ain't bad because, like I said earlier, if this support continues to hold, we are still very much bullish. But if we break below, even if we break below, we still have to wait for more confirmation. You can't just take a sell continuation. You still gotta wait. But darn, look at that drop. US30 said, I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. I'm gonna drop 230 points. Look at that. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Gold is melting where? Where is gold melting? I don't see it melting. Where do you see gold melting at? Ooh, if it wasn't news, baby, I'd be salivating at these entries right now. little something like this. Bomb, bomb. That's a 10K day right there. That's more than a 10K day. Like, this is a 10K day. This. Ooh. Salivating at these entries. Give me some rejection here. Give me a bullish close. Bomb. Game over. Game over. Wow. The nerve of gold. The nerve. The nerve of gold. That's crazy. Nothing? Guys, nothing on gold. Nothing. This drop to this drop. It only dropped 72 points. That's nothing. You could get that in a 5-minute candle on gold. You can get that in a 15-minute candle on gold. Crazy. Look, I see it. What did I tell y'all? This NFP has been garbage. Garbage. Let me see. What did it say? Let's refresh this. All right. 171. Wow, came out a lot higher than they forecasted it. 336. Almost double. Almost double. Wow. Average hourly earnings is down 1% from 3 to 2. Unemployment rate up 1 point. 3.7 to 3.8. Trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all. That's crazy though. I really expected gold to do more. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Don't predict news because you never know. Oh, okay. Are we letting this news marinate a little and now it wants to come down? Let's see. Let's see. US30. I want to see what US30 does down here though, because we're back inside this range here. Let me make this range a little bit smaller because it's kind of big right now. It's too big. I need to make it smaller. Right at the bottom there, boom. Wow, imagine we caught that. Imagine we caught these cells. Ooh. Imagine, just imagine. That would have been an epic catch. Epic catch. Miguel, Queen, please look up the DXY. No. I switched up gyms, now in a wellness center, gym, pool, sauna, b-ball there, loving it. Nice. Yeah, I would like to go to a gym that actually has like a basketball court or racquetball or something to get your heart rate going up. They don't have any of that at that location. They don't have any of that, but the other one does. I might go take a look at another gym today. There's another gym by me that I like. I might end up going there. We'll see though. It's actually the same gym that Q goes to. It's right down the street from me. So I might check it out. I don't know. Because when it first opened, I thought it was like a boxing gym, but it's actually a regular gym too. It's really nice, so we'll see. I was in them cells from the top. You guys are ballsy, man, trading news. You guys are ballsy trading news. Do you have a fitness coach? I do not. No. How much is the one-on-one program? It's $500 for a one-on-one. 2 hours recorded, done via Zoom. Learn martial arts instead. Okay, so when I was little, when I was like 5 or 6 years old, my mom put me in karate. And you know how when you're a little kid in karate class, they give you that piece of wood, that little piece of wood, super thin, and they tell you you have to break it? Well, I was always very scared to break that wood. I would like start crying and my mom would try to talk to me and say, it's okay, And all the other kids were doing it just fine. I was the only one. And I couldn't break it. I was scared to like hurt my hand, because they would show you like you're like this. They would hold the wood and you just bomb. And I don't know why, but I was always scared to do it. And my mom had to take me out of karate because I didn't like it. I didn't like fighting. I didn't like, you know, punching people, kicking, hurting myself. Like, you know, I've never been in a fight my entire life. My entire life. I've never been in a fist fight with anybody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm not into violence and all that type of stuff. I would never put my hands on anybody. No one's ever put their hands on me. So, you know, I'm just not that kind of girl. So never looked into karate after that. So martial arts is not for your girl. So sorry. Not really. I just saw a lower low, lower high building up on a 5, and I followed the market. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. News doesn't respect nothing. News does whatever it wants to do. You can see all the confirmations you want, and it will still do the same thing it wants to do. That's just my thing. Some people feel like news is priced in. Some people feel like it's random. I feel like it's random, but that could just be my lack of knowledge with news, because I'm not a fundamentals trader. That could be it too, but it's just my opinion. I feel like when you trade news, you're gambling, because you really have no idea how whatever the event is, whatever news event, whatever Powell says, whatever the bank of so-and-so says, how do you know how it's going to affect the market truly, you know? Nobody really knows. So I'd rather trade with a lot less risk. I feel like when you trade news, you're adding risk to an already risky trade. Every trade you take is risk. And now you're adding on an extra element of risk, because you're adding on higher volatility. You're adding on another level of unknown in the trade, because you don't know really how the setup is going to play out. The market could very well drop, spike, knock you out, activate trades, do all types of nonsense. Your broker could have slippage. You might get caught in a setup and can't get out. Oh, there's a whole bunch of nonsense that could happen, all because of news. So why put yourself in that position when you could just wait for the news to finish and you'll still find a setup? You'll still find a setup. You know? So it's all a matter of opinion, that's all. So those of you that took it and won, I'm very happy for you. It's awesome. You know, winning is the goal. You want to win, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Crazy, man. Gold is awesome. On one. Gold is on one. And you were a police officer? How did I know that was going to come up? Yeah, and when I was in the academy, we had to fight, because you were going to get into fights out there, you know? So they made us fight each other, but they put you up against somebody who like matched you, like weight-wise, height-wise. They didn't put you up against no, you know, big 6-foot person and all that type of stuff, so... But it wasn't real. We weren't really, you know, we had gear on, we had gloves, we had the face mask and all that stuff. So you really, you know, you didn't get hurt too bad. And it wasn't a long fight. They made you fight for like 30 seconds, something like that. So I was in one fight though. I was in one fight, but I don't really consider it a fight. I was in one fight when I was a cop. So what happened was, if you guys want to hear the story, I got called to a domestic call where this guy was whooping up on his girl. So I get there with my partner, who was another female, and she was tall too. She was like at least 6 foot. She was tall. So we get there, and it's why is that making noise? That's weird. So we get to the call, and he's drunk. He is, you know, reeking of alcohol, and the girl was like sitting on the porch crying, whatever. You could tell she was messed up or whatever. And he was like screaming at her and stuff, like right there in the front yard while we pulled up. Police cars pulled up, lights and everything. And he didn't care. He just, you know, kept going in on her. He wasn't fighting with her then. He was just yelling at her, like cussing her out and stuff. and she had a kid in the house too. I think she had like a 5 or 6 year old son in the house. So we get there and we're talking to him, we're talking to her, trying to get the story, see what happened, this and that. So we knew we were gonna arrest him. We already knew what time it was with him. You know, he said he hit her, you know, but he wanted to leave. She wouldn't let him leave. You know, they this and that. She caught him cheating. She was going through his phone. He broke her phone. They were, you know, it was a big mess. So we tell him like, okay, you know, we can tell, like they train us to like gauge people when we get on a scene. So you could like kind of read the room. So when you're talking to somebody, you pretty much know, or you can read them to see like, is this person gonna go voluntarily with us? Or are we gonna have to use some type of force with this person, you know? And while we were talking to him, he's already under the influence, you know, he's drunk, he's agitated, you know, he's upset. And now tack on the fact that he's about to get arrested and go spend the night in jail. That's not a good combination. So we walk him to the police car, and that's our MO, you know, walk him over to the car, get him on the other side, act like we're trying to talk to him, calm him down or whatever, calmly ask him to turn around and put his hands behind his back. And he actually does it. He's like, oh man, y'all really about to arrest me, you know, and nothing happened, she's fine. We're like, no, it's okay, just put your hands behind your back real quick. So he puts one hand behind his back, so I have one side, and I'm the one putting the cuffs on him. And my partner kind of has her arm on his shoulder up against the car. She's not pressing on him or just holding him steady so we can, you know, get the cuffs on. So I get one cuff on him and I'm going to put the other cuff, and he immediately like turns around and tries to like elbow my partner, and she ducks. She ducks him. So immediately we jump on him. We jump on him because we're like, okay, he's trying to fight us now, so it's on now. So we're struggling with him. Now he's not trying to fight us. He's trying to get away. So he's like pushing and like, you know, basically just wrangling with us, trying to get us off him. He's got 2 females on top of him. One wrist is cuffed. So the other cuff is just like dangling everywhere. It's like flying everywhere. And you got my short ass, you know, he was taller. He wasn't a small guy. He was taller than me. He had to be maybe, I don't know, 5'9", 5'10"-ish. But my partner was taller than him. So she's on him, she's whatever, we're trying to get a hold of him. At the end of the day, it's 2 women trying to get a hold of one decent sized guy. Most men are overpowered females, doesn't even matter, you know, what you are, whatever. It is what it is. So we get him on the ground. We're rolling around. My elbow got scratched. So I was so mad because I was all over the place. My uniform was all messed up because we were rolling on the ground. So hold on one second, guys. Why does this thing keep going off? Shit. My bad, guys. I had to turn that off because I don't know why I kept making that damn noise. Okay, so we're rolling around with him on the ground. And so I grabbed my radio and I immediately called for emergency backup because we were not going to get him handcuffed. We were not going to get control of him. He was drunk. And I guess when people are drunk, they have like superhuman powers because he was really strong. He wasn't giving up, but he wasn't throwing punches. He wasn't biting. He wasn't scratching. He was just trying to like wrangle with us to try to get him off. Basically what we were doing is trying to see who was going to be tired first, who was going to go out of breath and like kind of just give up before he ran. And there was one point where he kind of did get away from us, but I grabbed his shirt and I held him and I just like wrapped my arms around him like, you're not getting away. Like, you're going to jail today, you know, and I wasn't getting in no foot chase. I wasn't about to chase this guy down the street with handcuffs on. I've been in foot chases. I don't like them. And no, that wasn't happening. So grab him, we get him back on the floor again. So I get on the radio, call for emergency backup. Immediately you could hear it because in Miami where we work at, the area that you work at, it's I don't know, it's like, it's not that big. So, and there's enough officers around to where if you call for emergency, somebody is nearby. Somebody is like a few minutes away. So immediately I get on the radio, call for help, and immediately you get sirens everywhere doing, you could hear them coming, and we're still on the ground with him fighting. Finally, This officer pulls up. I forgot his name, but he's a big dude. Big guy. I know him. I used to work with him. Big guy, tall dude, big buff dude. So he pulls up, and when the male officers hear a female officer scream for help, they come running. They come running. Now they come for the guys too, but for women they kind of like protect the female officers, which they should. But they kind of really like look out for the females. So when they hear the women, a girl on the radio scream for help, everybody's coming. So he pulls up. He was the first one there. He pulls up, and he was driving so fast that he almost crashed into one of our cars because he was driving so fast, and I heard the screech like, Arr! The car was like screeching, trying to brake, and he jumps out the car. He jumps out of the car, door swings open, and he's running over to us. And the guy that we're fighting, he looks up and he sees the officer coming over, and he immediately gives up. He's like, okay, all right, man, take me. Okay, I'm not gonna fight no more. And he knew what time it was. He was like, nah, because this guy's gonna crack my jaw if I don't listen, you know. So it was funny, but that's the thing. He saw one big officer and he immediately stopped, but he saw two females and he probably sized us up and was like, you know what? I could take these girls on. It's no big deal. And we held on him. We held on to him for dear life. And that's the only fight I was in. I don't know if it even counts as a fight, but yeah, that's it. All we did was hold him. That's it. So that was it. But it was cool. He went to jail. He went to jail that night. It was it for him. He went to jail. And the messed up part was the girl saw us going through all that with him, and she didn't even care. Like, she was just sitting there watching the whole time. Like, I'm just like, not that she's supposed to help us or anything, but damn, lady, like, this is your dude, you know? So I don't know, he saw that big burly officer come up and he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm done. So yeah, when you're a female officer, it doesn't matter. You get sized up. They test you. I got tested a lot when I was out there because not only was I a female officer, but I was really small. I was really petite. I'm only 5'1". I'm nothing, you know, compared to what's out there. So when you get to a scene, they're looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? So they try to step to you, but you gotta hold your ground. You gotta, you know, be authoritative. You gotta, you know, have a command presence when you're out there so that they respect you. And when I was out there, yeah, I got tested a couple times, but I held my ground. Did I want to fight with somebody? No. But will I fight you? Hell yeah. If I have to protect myself, yeah. Have I pulled my gun on people? Heck yeah. Have I been in foot chases? Yeah. I was in a high-speed chase, 2 of them. You know, I got stories for days for you guys. It was great. It was a great experience. It was cool. You know, a couple times I lost my cool. You know, it happens. But for the most part, it was cool. It was cool. But was it something I wanted to do for the next 20 years of my life? Definitely not. I thought you would be taller. I'm not tall. I'm not. When people first meet me in person, if they see me out in public or whatever, the first thing they say is, damn, you're short. That's the first thing and I used to hate that. Now I don't even care, but I used to hate that. People were like, damn, you short. I'm short. I'm little. So that's the first thing that I always get. So, and it always bothers me because, like, my mom is small. We're about the same height. My mom's maybe a foot or so taller than me. And my dad is like 5'8", 5'7", 8, 9, something like that. But like all my cousins and stuff, like they're all tall. Like me and my sister are the only midgets in the family. Everybody else is like average height or tall. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, how the hell like my auntie and her husband are not tall people. They're right around the same height as my dad and my parents, but yet their kids are tall. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, was I adopted? Yeah, are you guys not telling me something? Like, what the hell's going on here? You know what I'm saying? So my height used to bother me a lot because people used to point it out to me all the time. Like, oh my God, you're short. And I'm like, what the hell? Have you never seen a 5-foot person before? Like, and my thing is, I don't feel like I'm a midget. Like, I don't feel like I'm one of those little people, with, the stumpy arms and, the big butts. And I don't look like that. What if you calling me a midget and short? What would you say to one of those people? You know, who have those height deformities and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't feel as short as people make me out to be, I guess. And I don't wear heels often. I only wear heels when I need to. Other than that, I'm in flats. And even in heels, they still say I'm short. So it doesn't really make a difference. So I don't know. I don't think US30 is going to bounce yet. Well, no, we're still waiting. We're still waiting. You can't just take an entry here. You got to wait for rejections. Let's look at the 5 minute. See, this is what you want to see. But this, no. You want to see price bounce here. You want to see boop, 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 boop. That's what you want to see. You want to see this area get respected. If it doesn't, then you wait. So yeah, guys, I'm not a violent person. I'll never put my hands on anybody. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm actually pretty scary in a lot of situations, I ain't gonna lie. I deal with a lot of anxiety at times when I'm put in a position or in a situation that I feel like I don't have control over, or I feel nervous about. It's just who I am. When I was little, my parents, my mom and dad, never really taught me to, I don't want to say it like that. I was never around an environment where I had to like stand up for myself or you know, fight for myself. Whenever I had an issue at school, if I was getting bullied or something was happening, and I would go home and tell my mom about it, or my dad, like, they never said like, you know, stand up for yourself or don't let people do this or that to you. They just fought my battles for me. Like, my mom legit like went to the school one day ready to like throw down with these kids because they were like picking on me. And I would come home crying and stuff because, you know, I wanted to make friends. They were the cool kids and they made fun of me and stuff. I think I was like in like the 4th grade at the time. Like, this was like when I was little. And, you know, you want to fit in with the cool kids and stuff, and they like made fun of me and everything. So I would go home crying about it, telling my mom, hey, you know, I don't have any friends. No one wants to talk to me. These kids are laughing at me. They pick me last in gym class and all this other shit. And my mom was the type, like, she wasn't the one to be like, you know, go stand up for yourself and don't let them down. She was the type to be like, oh, you messing with my baby? All right, come see me. You know, come see me. My mom is little and tiny, but she is a firecracker. Let me tell you, she's a firecracker. She will let you have it. So, not blaming my parents for the way I am, but I feel like that played a part in how I am as an adult. Because when I was younger, I never really had to, you know, stand up for myself. And when I was in middle school or in high school, I never got bullied in middle school and high school. I got made fun of being short, but it was all fun and games. It was nothing serious. So I never really, you know, I was never put in that position to where I had to like fight and stand up for myself and, you know, stand my ground and all that. So that's just me. You know, I'm not going to yell and scream and go back and forth with you. I'm just going to walk off. Okay, this is how you feel? Cool. I'm going to take off. You know, you that type of person that's abusive, or you like to, you know, throw hands and, you know, all that. No. You know what I mean? So that's it, pretty much. Just watching to see what US30 does. I feel nervous on max leverage. It doesn't matter what leverage you use, guys. The leverage really doesn't matter. It's about your risk. You can have whatever leverage you want. Just don't risk too much. That's it. Just don't risk too much. The leverage has nothing to do with how much you choose to risk. Doesn't. Why y'all keep talking about gold? What's happening on gold right now? Can you guys, y'all keep talking about gold? What's happening on gold? My daily videos, you said gold. Tell me why you want to talk about gold right now. What's happening on gold that it warrants attention? I'm just curious. Because maybe you guys see something that I don't. So let me let you guys teach me a little bit here. Let me let you guys teach me here. My back keeps itching. I got a mosquito bite. Nowadays, don't go back and forth with anyone. Days are different. Yeah, man. People are carrying these days. People don't fight fair anymore. They don't fight fair anymore. They don't, man. Not too long ago, a guy got shot at a Walmart, I think. Some guy was beating up on some girl inside of a Walmart, and guy was a bystander at Walmart with his wife and their newborn baby. And he goes to help the girl get the guy off him, and the guy pulls out a gun and lights him up. Lights him up inside Walmart, protecting some girl just being, you know, a good citizen. In front of his family. In family, like it's not saying that you shouldn't help people if they need it, but it makes you, the way things are now, it makes you like not want to do things that you normally would do. You don't want to get involved in things because you just don't know. People got road rage. You know, somebody cuts you off and does something and you cuss them out, or you know, tailgate them, whatever the case. They pulling out guns now, guys. They're pulling out pieces and they are letting them things fly. So over stupid stuff, you know, we got people in drive-thrus shooting at people in drive-thrus over ketchup and barbecue sauce and just dumb shit, you know? It's ridiculous. It really is. So yeah, you got to pick your battles these days. You got to pick your battles. It's not the old days where you could just talk shit and think you could just walk off. Nah, somebody is going to let you know what's up. I never leave home without my piece, ever. My piece is always on me, right next to me. When I'm driving, when I'm out, it's in my purse, or I have it on me. I don't go anywhere without my piece on me. I'm not playing with nobody these days, no. No. I'm not doing that with you. Gotta be careful, guys. Got to be careful. People do not care these days. People are broke. People are losing their jobs. People can't afford things anymore. Everybody's tensions are high. They don't care. Some people don't care. They don't care. Makes you want to mind your business and be polite as possible. Yeah. Imagine how that guy would look. He's in Walmart. He sees another man beating up on a woman. And he doesn't help. People will look at him like, damn, dude, you ain't trying to this and that, whatever. You know? And he tries to help and he loses his life trying to help now. That's man, it's crazy. Crazy. Now this lady has to be a single mom now because her husband gets killed. I would sue the shit out of Walmart if I was her. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I found a reason to sue Walmart. Sue somebody. They're more concerned about people walking out stealing stuff than they are with the security inside their store. Well, we're getting some rejection here, which is nice. Price pushed up, pushed down. Very low rejection here. If we can break back up above this area here, if price could do something like this, then you could, you know, look for some continuations. But remember, guys, it's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. So, and before anybody asks, I'm done trading for the week. I am not taking any more setups. I am completed. Exactly why I refuse to be a hero? Yeah. What would you recommend to people who enter positions on lower time frames like the 1 minute? I don't recommend anything on that. If that's what you understand, that's what you like, I go right ahead. What works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for the next guy. So I can't say don't enter on the 1 minute, it's too da 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 da. That's because that's how I perceive it. But for you, you might see the 1 minute clear as day, and you're doing great with it. So if you are, stick with it. Stick with it. Don't seek validation in how you analyze things from another person. You can ask for advice with it, but for the most part, it's going to boil down to you and how you view the charts. There was a time where I never looked at the 5 minute. I thought the 5 minute was too low of a time frame to give me accurate confirmation. So I never looked at it. I only took entries on the 15 and the 30. Over time, I got comfortable with the 5 minute. As my knowledge went up, I got comfortable with the 5 minute. So what works for one person may not work for another. Just like when someone says, how long did it take you to become profitable? It took me 2 years. The other person, it might take them 6 months. You know, because everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. It might take me a year to understand 1 + 1 is 2. It might take you 5 minutes to understand 1 + 1 is 2. You get me? So when you're not sure about something, you can ask around, cool. But asking around ain't gonna help much, because it's about how you perceive the markets, how you look at the charts. Somebody could look at this market here and say, we're bullish. Somebody else could look at it and say, hell no, we're bearish. And the messed up part is both of you are right. Literally, both of you are right. You know why? Because it depends on your style of trade. Because if I take a buy in here and I close and take profit, I won on a buy. If the market's pushing down inside here and someone takes a sell and they closed and took profit, they won too. So guess what? We both won. But we both see the markets differently. But at the end of the day, it's about winning and losing. Can you win more than you lose? All the other stuff doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I win more when I scalp. I lose more when I swing trade. Somebody else might win more when they swing and lose when they scalp. So it's about individual perception. That's it. I could look at this and someone might say, this looks like a good entry confirmation. Someone else might look at it and say, nah, I think I need more before I enter. Go off your own analysis, your own experiences. Your own experiences, guys. That's what's going to make you more confident. Because what if I say, right, you've been doing great taking entries on the 15 minute. But you say, you know what? Hey, Charlene, what do you think about the 5 minute? I think the 5 minute is great for entries. Everybody should be entering on the 5 minute. So now you were doing great entering on the 15, but because you spoke to me, now you want to enter on the 5 minute, and now you're taking losses. Now you're sitting in more drawdown. Now you're wrong about your trade. All because you're listening to somebody else's analysis on something when you have your own and what works for you, but you abandon that because of what somebody else said. You know what I mean? So do what works for you guys. Always go off your own experience. When was your breaking point in your 9 to 5 that made you quit and go full time? How long did it take you to become financially free? When was your breaking point in your 9 to 5 that made you quit to go full time? Okay, my breaking point, I had a couple. I didn't have just one. I had a couple breaking points. So I'm not gonna get into personal things about why I stayed as long as I did. But one of the reasons that I stayed as long as I did is because I have a little sister who's also a police officer. She worked at the same department that I did. And when she came on was around the time I wanted to leave, and she needed me. She needed me to be there with her to help her and stuff like that. So I did not want to leave her hanging. And I knew, and I was so scared, guys. Let me tell y'all, it took me months to tell her that I wanted to leave, because I knew she wasn't going to be happy. Like, you about to leave me hanging? I came here, you know, we doing this together, this and that. So I stayed a lot longer than I wanted to, because I did not want to abandon my little sister, because she needed me. Because what some of you may or may not know about the police force is that depending on what department you work for, it's rough. It's rough. And it's not the job that's rough. It's the people that you work with that's rough. You deal with sexism, you deal with racism, you deal with a lot of unfair stuff. People picking on you, coming at you, you getting written up for stupid things. There's a lot of cliques, you know, people try to sabotage you, put you in situations that you're not ready for, all types of stuff, because they might not like you for whatever reason. They have an issue with you, or you're a relative of somebody they had beef with. So now, oh, you're the daughter of so-and-so, or you're the cousin of so-and-so. Oh, I ain't like that person, so you know what? I'm gonna treat you like shit just because. Believe it or not, they do that childish shit at those jobs. So my sister struggled getting on in the job, and I struggled as well. So I really didn't want to leave her hanging like that, because that's my sister. You know, I'm not gonna just abandon her. So I stayed probably about a year longer, because I wanted to make sure she was gonna be all right after I left. Because I don't have any type of authority, I don't have no pull. You know, I just wanted, like, hey, call me. You need help with this, you need help with that, this and that. Call me and you know, let me know what's up. You know, matter of fact, she got into a shooting not too long ago. Called me, freaked me out. Like, shit, she didn't shoot anybody, but getting into a shooting, discharging your firearm is a big deal. It's a big deal. So I didn't want to leave my sister. But anyway, I dealt with a lot of shit on that job. I dealt with a lot. I can tell you guys stories upon stories upon stories of the nonsense that I went to. And I'm talking about from the academy on to when I got on the job. In the academy, I went through shit with my academy class. You know, I had people in my class treating me like shit in there for whatever reason, right? I had my family members who were talking shit, saying that, oh, she's not gonna pass the academy. They were like doubting me, you know, saying that, oh, she's not this, she's not that, this and that, whatever. So I had the stress of that as well. When I got on the job, my FTO, which is my field training period that I was on. So you have 4 months of field training where they put you with another officer. You're shadowing them. They're teaching you how to do certain stuff, answer the radio, take calls, do paperwork, you know, all that stuff. And you get 3 different field training officers. You get the first one. Every month you get somebody different, and you work a different shift. So your first one, you work your first one, second one, third one, and then on your 4th month, that's your last month of training. So on your 4th month, you go back to the same person you had on the 1st month, and that person has to evaluate you and give you the green light to go on your own. So now you're your own officer. You don't need to ride with anybody anymore. You get to do your own thing. And if that person doesn't sign off, you can't go. You have to redo it all over again. And guys, let me tell you, I got put with one of the worst officers there was. It was a female, the white female. This girl, to this day, I believe she was racist. I don't think she liked black people, and I don't think she liked working with females, because every time she had a female trainee, she had issues with them, and she would fail them. And I'm like, damn, so people talk when you're on the job. People talk. So when the list came out, because there's a list that comes out that tells you who you're going to be with, this and that. So people talk, and they're like, oh, you got a good FTO. You got a good one. Oh, you got a lazy one. Oh, this and that. So we talk. And when everybody saw who I had, they were like, damn. Like, damn, cadet, you got this person. Okay, this is what you need to look out for. This is how she is, this and that. And before I even met her, I was nervous as hell, because I'm like, oh my God, you know, they're saying all this stuff. They're saying she's mean, she's tough, she's this, she's that. And I'm like, and yeah, I already deal with anxiety and stuff. So I'm like nervous. Oh, shit. So I decided to just, okay, stay positive. You know, everyone's saying this stuff about her. Let me give her a chance. Let me see what's up. Cool. On the first day I met her, I said, you know what? I'm going to kiss her ass to make sure that all I got to do is pass. I just want to pass and get through it and get on the job. So I first met her and I didn't think she was pretty, but I said, I was like, oh my God, you're so pretty, this and that. She's like, oh, thank you. You know, she was cool the first day I met her. She was cool, nice to me. So I'm like, okay, you know, it won't be that bad. It's cool. You know, all right, cool. Oh my God. The next day, y'all, the next day, all hell broke loose. And when I say all hell broke loose, all hell broke loose. This girl, okay, so when you get on the job, guys, like people assume that in the academy, they teach you everything you know on the street. And that's not the case. Most of the academy is physical, where you're running, doing push-ups, getting yelled at all the time. And the other half is book work. So you're learning the law, you're learning statutes, you're getting tested on certain things. So it's more book work. US30 is taking off nicely here, y'all. Nicely. I'm not trading it, but if I was to take a trade, this would be the trade. I'd be in this move right now, okay? So when you get on training, your FTO is responsible for teaching you all those things. They have to teach you how to answer the radio. They got to teach you how to write up an arrest form, how to do report work, all the nitty gritty work. They have to teach you that because you're not taught that in the academy. So when you get out there, that's what this girl talked to me like I was supposed to know everything. She's like, oh, they're raising you on the radio. You're not going to answer the radio? And she would talk to me crazy, like disrespecting me, belittling me. Like I couldn't even ask to use the bathroom or go get lunch. I would sit there the whole day and like hold my pee because I'm scared to ask her, can you take me to use the bathroom? Or, you know, I'm hungry. I want to go somewhere. She wouldn't say like, okay, we're going to go eat. Where you want to eat? Or what's up? You know, she would just say, oh, we should just pull up. I'm here. You know, and it was like just certain stuff that she did was just awful. There were times where you're supposed to always be listening to the radio because if they're calling your unit number or whatever, you got to be able to listen. And she would be driving and have the radio on blast. Not her radio, the car radio, playing fucking heavy metal bullshit that I don't even fucking like type shit and blasting it in the car to the point where I would have my radio volume on max and I would literally sit in the car with the radio like this next to my ear. And I'm just like, bro, she's doing this on purpose. Everything she did it on purpose. So over time, guys, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was so stressed out. I had lost a whole lot of weight. I thought I was gonna get fired because she kept like putting me in situations that made me look bad. And the messed up part is she was good friends with our supervisor at the time. That was another shitty supervisor. And guys, I was on training. I was an FTO trainee and I got written up on FTO. And that is bad. You getting written up is bad enough. But getting written up when you're training and you're on probation is terrible. It is terrible. And supposedly I got written up for insubordination. She said she told me to do something and I didn't do it or some shit. And the thing about when you get written up is you don't even know when you're getting written up. They write you up, they send the document to the supervisor, the sergeant, the lieutenant, I think the commander, and then it goes all the way up to the chief. Everybody has to sign off on you getting written up for whatever you did. They don't have to be there. They just take the person's word for it and just send it up the chain. And by the time you get it to sign off on it, you can say, okay, I agree with this or I disagree. By the time you get it, that's when you found out you got written up, basically, after you've already been done getting smacked. So I get the write-up and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is this? Like, what did I get written up for? What did I get reprimanded for? And she's like, oh, she told you to do something, you didn't do it, this and that. And I'm like, so I felt like she was trying to get me fired. Like she was really trying to sabotage. So we had issues. I actually got into not a physical fight with her, but a huge argument with her where I just snapped on her one day. I was like, you know what? I don't even care no more. Like I went off on her one day and she just looked at me. She looked at me and she's like, oh, who are you talking to? I'm your supervisor when you're here. Cause technically when you're a trainee, your first line of boss is your trainer, your field training officer. That's your first supervisor. Your next supervisor is obviously the sergeant. So technically they are your boss in a way. So anyway, long story short, guys, I got into it with her, and so they were like, you know, the next month you're gonna go with somebody else, and the next month. But I was like, look, I have to come back to her on my 4th month, and she has to be the one to sign off on me to pass. So there's no way I'm gonna come back to this chick after damn near going blow for blow with her, thinking that she's gonna pass me. And of course, that's what happened. I went back to her. She didn't pass me. She failed me. So I ended up going with this other officer, this other female. And oh my God, guys, let me tell you, like, when I tell you guys there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, there is. Because after she failed me, like, I was so depressed. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I worked so hard to get this job. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I was all over the place, a mess, and they didn't care what I had to say, guys. They took what she said and ran with it. They did not care. And I think she took pleasure out of torturing me and failing me. So I got put with another officer, another female officer, another white female officer. And I'm like, here we go again. Like, really? You know, it was awful. Because immediately I thought, okay, they put me with another devil. Here we go again. And this girl was a heaven sent. First of all, she didn't like that other officer, because she knows, she's like, when I first met her, she was like, first off, when I met her, we sat in the police car together in the parking lot. And she said to me, she was like, Cadet, everything you just went through and everything you learned from her, if you learned anything at all, forget about it. All that is over. I'm going to teach you how to do it right. We're going to have fun. Everything's going to be cool, and you're going to pass, and you're going to do fine. And immediately I was cool when she said that to me, but I was still nervous because my first day with the other girl was cool too. And then the bitch turned into Cruella the next day. So I still had my guard up. I still had a wall up, and I was still nervous. So I was like, okay, okay. So hey, where you want to go for lunch? My treat. She bought me lunch that day. We driving around. She's showing me this, showing me that. She's letting me do the work, talking to me cool, everything, like perfect. Next day, same thing, cool, quiet. She's like, hey, let me know when you want to go eat. If you have to use the bathroom, let me know. If you need help with anything, she was okay. And when I tell you, I fell in love with this girl because she was a heaven sent. We had fun all the time. And we would get off every day at 3:45. By like 2 o'clock, that was it. We were done working for the day. She's like, I don't work after 2 o'clock. That's it. We just chill, sit in the car, talk. She liked sports. So she had a baseball mitt in the trunk of her car, some balls. So we would go to the park, we would throw balls back and forth to each other, we'd throw frisbees. Like, we had a ball. We had a freaking ball. She helped me study for the final evaluation and showed me pictures of her kids, like talking about her husband and everything. Like, the lady was just, oh my God, man, just everything. And that was when I started kind of getting things back to normal and being cool again. And, it was cool. It was cool. So that was the light at the end of the tunnel. So that was from the academy, going through stress with that. From when I graduated, dealing with my training period, going through hell with that lady. And then, finally getting on the job and being okay and doing what I was doing. But then when I got on the job, it was the same thing. You're dealing with people talking about you, trying to get at you. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. Everybody's trying to talk to everybody. Everybody's in everybody's business. People getting arrested for dumb shit, all types of stuff. So the drama began, and that was around the time I decided that I needed to find something else, because I did not see myself lasting in the police department. Mentally, I just couldn't take it. It was a lot to handle for me mentally. And it wasn't the job, it was the people. It was the people. You think somebody's cool with you, you think somebody's your friend. In reality, they're not. They're not your friend at all, sometimes. So it was tough. It was tough. They treated Black people like shit. They still do. They still are. It's a whole lot of sexism, whole lot of sucking and fucking to get to where you want to get to. It was rough. It was very, very rough. So it wasn't a job that I wanted to stay in at all. And it was you had the Black Lives Matter movement. You had a lot of protests going on. The tensions were high with the community, with police shootings, a lot of garbage going on. And it was a lot to take. It was just way too much. But all that I went through, all it did was make me more motivated to find what I wanted to do. And when I found trading, I put my head down and I went guns blazing. So sometimes in life, like I feel like if my job was cool, like where I was just coasting along and everything was cool, I wasn't stressed out or nothing, I would have been so comfortable where I wouldn't have tried so hard to find a way to get out. Sometimes in life, you need things to upset you. You need things to frustrate you. You need things to make you so mad and so pissed off to where it forces you to want something else, to want to strive for something else to be better. So I feel like I thank that job. I thank God for putting me through those trials and tribulations because it made me the tough person that I am now. You know, I was able to get through that when at the time, I didn't think I would get through it. I didn't think I would. I was ready to quit. I was ready to quit. And I'll tell you guys one last story. My 6 month on the job. This was after. God damn, I wish I would have caught this US30 move. Woo. Oh, what do you know? Gold went right back up. Jesus. If anybody caught this, please let me know if anybody caught this. Golly, what a Friday. My 6 month on the job. My sergeant calls me and says, hey, Charlene, come by the department. Hey, not Charlene, Cadet. They call you by your last name. She's like, hey, Cadet, I need you to come by the department real quick. I'll meet you in the parking lot. And I said, okay, cool. So I get in there. I meet her in the parking lot, and she's like, okay, we're gonna go talk to the chief. And I'm like, who? What? She's like, yeah, we're gonna go talk to the chief. And let me tell you guys, you only talk to the chief for 2 reasons when you're an officer. When you do something really good, or you're about to get fired. It's one or the other. There's no other reason on earth for you to be talking to the chief as a regular officer. So I'm nervous. I'm like, shit, what did I do now? You know, what's going on? I'm still on probation. Why am I going to see the chief? You know? So she gets in the elevator with me. We go up there and my heart's beating. I'm sweating. I'm like, you know, what's happening here? Am I about to get fired? I even asked her, I said, am I about to get fired? And she was like, it's okay. You'll be fine, Charlene. It's okay. So she didn't give me a yes or a no. So I'm like, oh my God, like freaking out. So she gets out the elevator and she's like, all right, I'll see you later. She's like, the office is right around the corner. I'll see you later. So I'm like, you're not coming with? She's like, nah, I'm showing you where it's at. So I'm like, shit. So I walk into the office and his secretary's sitting there and I said, hi, you know, this Officer Cadet, I'm here to see the chief. She goes, okay, have a seat. He'll call you in when he's ready. I said, okay. So I'm sitting down, nervous. Guys, all these things are going through my mind. So I walk in the office. He calls the secretary. She goes, okay, he's ready for you. You can walk in now. So I walk in the office, and it's not the chief, it's like assistant chief. So I walk in the office, and the chief is sitting there. He says, hello. I said, hi, how you doing, sir? I'm stuttering and shit. I walk in, shake his hand, and I'm standing there, you know, damn near fucking shitting on myself. And he says, have a seat. I said, okay. So I sit down, you know, and he says, do you know why you're here? And I said, no, sir, I don't. And he said, I want to show you something. So he opens up his drawer, pulls out a piece of paper, and lays it out in front of me. And it's the reprimand. It's the write-up that I had gotten when I was on FTO. So I'm looking at it and I'm reading it and I'm seeing, you know, who wrote it and who the supervisor was and all that. And I said, I didn't say anything. I was like, oh, yeah, I know about this. And he goes, tell me about that situation. And I said, well, sir, to be honest with you, I really wasn't aware of it until I received the write-up, and I just signed it because I didn't know what else to do. I've been having issues with my field training officer, and they wrote me up. And he said, I don't even remember how the rest of the conversation went, but he said we had a conversation, and then I gave the paper back to him, and he said, this is what I'm gonna do. And he took the piece of paper and he tore it in half. And I'm just sitting there like, what's going on here? So he tears it in half and he says, we're gonna forget that ever happened. And I said, okay. And then he said, listen, this is a very dangerous gig that you're in. There are a lot of nasty people here who will do anything to hurt someone else. And you gotta watch your back in this place. But he said, listen, he took out a little sticky pad and he wrote down his phone number on there. And he said, if you ever need anything happens, anything like this or anything like that, and you need help, you call me directly and I'll take care of it. And I took the sticky pad. I said, oh, okay, thank you. And then he said, he asked me, did I go to church? You know, was I a spiritual woman and stuff like that? And I said, yeah, I haven't been to church in a while, but I am this and that. So he gave me the address to his church. And he said, hey, if you want to go to church sometime, check it out. You know, I think it will do you good. And I don't know who looked out for me, because sometimes, guys, people are looking out for you when you don't even know it. But somebody was looking out for me, because this man who didn't know me from a can of paint looked out for me. And to this day, I am so grateful for what he did for me, because he didn't have to do that, you know, but he looked out. So sometimes, guys, when you think your back is up against the wall and no one cares about you, or you don't have a hope, somebody sometimes looks out for you. There is a God. And one final story, and then I'll leave this, I'll table this. The FTO officer, the lady that put me through all that hell, let me tell you guys, she ended up getting arrested. She ended up getting arrested for DUI. For DUI, guys, okay? It was all in the news, everything. I remember I was off that day. I was laying in bed just watching TV, and my phone was blowing up. Texts, ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I'm looking at my phone, and everybody, yo, Charlene, did you hear? Because the issue that I had with her had permeated the entire department. Everybody was talking about it, because at the time, it was unheard of for a trainee and her trainer to get into it. And me and her, we was getting into it. We had supervisors, all types of stuff. It was a big deal. So everybody knew about the drama between me and this girl. So when she got arrested, everybody was hitting me up. Charlene, did you hear? Blah, 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 blah. People sending me pictures of her mugshot, everything. And I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, what? So I look online and I see that she got arrested for DUI. So I'm like, and I didn't feel bad. I'm like, shit, God don't like ugly. You know what I'm saying? And you get arrested for something like that, you know, more than likely you're going to lose your job unless you got connections and all that. So the news went out. She got suspended or relieved of duty, lost her gun and bag, all that shit. Guys, I was working the front desk at the department. And when you work the front desk at the main department, that's like the main department. So everybody that, you know, the chief's officers are there, there's the command staff, people that come in off the street, everything is right there for front row seat of everything. And guys, let me tell you how the universe works. I was working the front desk that day, and I don't often get the front desk. Working the front desk, she walks in the department, and she had plain clothes on. She never made eye contact with me. I saw her, I'm looking right at her. So she walks in, and she's sitting down in the corner waiting for someone to come get her. So she's sitting down in the corner looking all mean and shit, you know, because she has to come down and talk to the chief. So it was a couple months later, because they got to do a whole investigation and all that. I don't know why, guys, but when I saw the two detectives come down and get her and walk her upstairs, immediately I said, she's about to get fired. Because the look on her face, like I knew it. This bitch was about to get fired. So she walks upstairs. So I keep doing, I'm doing whatever. And then maybe like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so later, she comes out of the elevator. She walks out, walks across the lobby, head down, walking fast, trying to get out the building. And I said, she just got fired. She just got fired. And a few weeks later, the bulletin comes out. And in the bulletin, when somebody leaves, when people get hired, stuff like that, all that stuff is listed there. And every week, I'm looking at the bulletin because I'm trying to see where her name says dismissal on the bulletin. And sure enough, the next month, the bulletin came out. She got fucking fired. Excuse my language. And guess what? The last person she saw when she walked out that department, never to return again, was me. I got a front row seat to watching her lose her job when she tried to make me lose my job. Ain't that something? I got a front row seat to this girl who put me through so much hell, had me stressed out, hair falling out, losing weight, not eating, nervous, crying all the time, depressed. This girl put me through so much. And what did God do? He said, nah, Charlene, I'm gonna give you a front row seat to the people who tried to destroy my child. Bomb. I will never forget that day. Never forget it. I seen her walk out. I'm looking right at her too. I seen her walk in, our elevator door open, I'm looking, I walked out, my eyeballs follow her walk all across the lobby and watch her walk the hell out. And she never lifted her head up and looked at me, not once, because she knew damn well what time it was. Never once. And not saying, she had 2 small kids. I'll never say that, I'm happy people losing their jobs and all that. I would never wish that on anybody. But for her, some people deserve that shit. Because she did not deserve to be a cop. I'm so sorry. You're that evil as a person. You're that fucking cold-blooded. You don't need to be walking around here with a gun and a badge where you could take away somebody's civil liberties. You need to be working behind a counter at Walmart somewhere. That's what you need to be doing. With that attitude and that personality, that's the type of job you need to be doing. You need to be on a highway, street corner, picking up trash or something. Not dealing with no people. Where you can mess up somebody's life. The last face she saw was mine when she walked out that door. And I was like, wow. Of all the days, I could have been on the street. I could have been out. I could have called out sick that day. I could have anything. Nah. God said, no, Charlene, I'm gonna put you right here. I want you to watch me work. Watch me work my magic. Telling you, sometimes the universe will fight your battles for you. You ain't gotta do nothing. Not saying I wish anything bad on her happened, because I was over it. I got my job. I didn't have to deal with her anymore. Everything was fine. But you see, years later down the line, sometimes that revenge you want, that karma, shit, they don't forget about you. It's coming. It's coming, and probably coming when you least expect it. When you least expect it. So that was it, guys. That's my little get down story. So crazy though. So crazy how that played out. So crazy. That was God right there? Definitely. God had to be. Had to be. You know what I'm saying? And when I left the job, shit, I didn't get fired. I didn't get arrested. I didn't do no dumb shit. I left on my terms. I left because I wanted to leave. I wasn't indebted to anybody. Karma is a savage. That's why you're careful about the way you treat others. Facts. Facts. The things you do to people will come back to you. They will. They will come back to you. So I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Matter of fact, let me see if this is still up there. Yep. That was it. Police officer arrested on DUI charges, Southwest Miami-Dade. This was it right here. When was this? How many years ago? This was in 2021. 2021. Yo, the stories I got for y'all, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Crazy, 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 man. Not the mugshot. Hell yeah. I'm gonna put you on blast, sweetheart. Nah. Crazy. Yep. You knew, look, bloodshot eyes. Bloodshot eyes. You knew she was drunk. You already knew she was drunk. Nope. Everybody was sending me this link. Sending me a link. Show me her mugshot. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. Evil ass. Don't get what's coming to you, guys. I'm telling you. You live right by people. The universe will do you right. She wasn't crying. She was just drunk. Her eyes were just bloodshot from being so damn drunk. Yeah, man. Guys, I went through it. I went through it, man. It was not easy. It was not easy. I thank God every day that I made it through. I was able to get out. Was every day bad? No. But, you know, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But you know what? Every bad day that I had, made me want to come home and dump my head into the charts. Dump myself into my coursework, into backtesting, into learning. Every shitty experience that I went through, I had to learn to come out of it and be strong and be tough and not cry about it and not get all feeling sorry for myself and all this other, because nobody was going to come rescue me. I had to do it for myself. I had to do it for myself. Those hard times is what pushed me to strive to be good at something. Good at something. And that's when I said, okay, if I can master this trading stuff. And like I said, when I first started trading, guys, I was not trying to get rich. I wasn't trying to get rich. I just wanted to be okay. If I was making $4,000 a month at my job, can I make that trading and be okay? That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be able to support myself, to sustain myself, to where I did not have to depend on my job. I didn't have to depend on overtime. I didn't have to put up with these racist ass people that are putting me through shit every day. I did not have to get yelled at by supervisors and be talked down on and disrespected. I did not want to have these people control me for the next 20 years. I wanted to take back control of my life, have my own control. Now I do whatever the hell I want. All those people that were talking shit, that were putting me through hell, they're still working like slaves right now. But me, I get to get up every day and do what the fuck I want to do. Excuse my language. And it's all because of them. All because of them. That same supervisor that wrote me up when I was on training, when I was leaving the job, you know, talk about something, oh, Dad, I heard about you. You're doing great things. I'm so proud of you. Oh, you leaving? Oh, damn, this and that. What you gonna be doing? Acting like, oh, fake. Acting like, oh, he was proud of me and this and that. No, you're not. No, you're not. People will laugh in your act like they cool in front of your face and talk shit behind your back. You just did 20 some odd years and you still fucking here. Fat as hell, ugly as hell, working this job, thinking you a boss of something. I've been here 6 years and I'm walking out the door on my own terms. But you still gotta stay here. Depending on a pension. And you wrote me up. You thought I forgot about that? He thought I forgot about that shit. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. He's like, what are you gonna be doing now? They know what you were doing. They just want to see what you're gonna say. They know. Everybody in there knew what I was doing. Trying to be friendly. You want to give me a hug. I'm so proud of you. You don't even know me. How are you proud of me? You don't even know me. What are you proud of? You wasn't proud of me when you wrote me up on some bullshit when I was a new officer. Come on, man. Nah, people will smile in your face, man, and stab you right in the back. People will sabotage you for whatever reason. Whatever reason. You have to take control of your own life, guys. You do not have to take other people's shit. You don't. You take other people's shit, it's because you're choosing to. You think that's the only option you have, and it's not. You do not have to take shit from anybody. And I'll tell anybody that. I'll tell anybody that. Excuse me. Take control of your own life. Do not take shit from anybody. Karma will come when people least expect it. Can I check gold? Y'all keep asking to look at gold. I don't have nothing for y'all on gold. I really don't. I don't have anything for you guys on gold. I'm so sorry, I don't. It says it right here. So if I'm telling y'all don't trade this shit, what y'all think? I'm saying right here, don't trade this garbage. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. As you preaching, price going in our favor. Yeah, US30 should continue. It's gonna, I don't think it's gonna break. I don't think it's gonna break. It's probably gonna come up here. It's probably gonna do a little bit of this. I don't think it's gonna, do much of anything today. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday night. Oops, let me do this here. I decided to work afternoons to focus on trading. Yeah, sometimes you gotta adjust your schedule. You gotta make it work. No excuses. Make it work no matter what. Make it work, guys. Well, it's 9:45. What y'all think? What y'all think? I work remote, so I do trading in between my meetings on certain days. I schedule my meetings around my trading. That's it. That's it. No excuses. Pedal to the metal. No excuses. My manager at my last job was horrible. Living in a bad area of Michigan pushed me to get a new job that I like. Learn living in Tampa, getting better to trade every day. Excuse me. US30 is giving here right now. It's giving with the up and down movement. Hey, who won? Who won today? I'm just curious. Who won on US30 today? Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Who won? Who won? Who won? Who won? Do you trade in December? Yeah, I do. Just once the holidays kick in, though, I'm good. Once the holidays come around, I would say like the last 2 weeks, around December, yeah, around the 18th, around this, like right before Christmas. That's around the time I wrap it up. I want to see if you guys won today on a Friday. Let me see. Anybody took them buys? Because let me tell y'all, these buys were too good today. 4K, yes, yes, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 I smacked US30's cheeks today. Yes, 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 yes. Love it, love it, love it. Easy money. Easy money. This buy was nice. Retraced, retested, bomb. Next buy. I ain't gonna lie, I took a buy too. I couldn't help myself. I opened up 4 positions. I took buys, and I closed out at 4K. I took 4,000. All right. Now I can't sit here and watch these setups play out so nice and not take something. So made 10K today. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. One on the buy and the sell. Made 500. Let's go. $1,000, $300, $500, 10K. Wow. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Forget you, gold. We on some US30 love right now. US30 to let me first base. Yes, great day for everyone. Yeah, today was cool. Today was cool. NFP was cool. Nice little setup on US30. Nice little police story time. Y'all got to hear about me fighting. Y'all got to hear about my little, it was cool. Nice, good motivational talk. It was cool. Do you have a daily goal? Try to make between 3 to 5K, something like that. But there is a big purchase that I want to make in the next few months. So I might have to up my lot sizes pretty soon to try to make that money to get it. Because I don't really want to touch the money I already have in my account. I kind of want to build it up. Because I watched that podcast that Q did with Chris Swaggy C. And he made a good point in that podcast. He pretty much said, like, when he's looking to make a big purchase on something, he like saves up for it basically, and he works with it on the charts. Yeah, right here. I watched this podcast, and it was very good. It was very good. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's on Chris Swaggy C's new podcast channel called Deep Pockets Podcast, where Q talks about like not taking money out of your safe money out your account, and if you want to make a big purchase on something, you make it on the charts, and that's the money that you're going to use for that purchase. So I was like, you know what, that's pretty good advice. I think I'm going to go that route. So there's a big purchase that I want to make soon, and I'm gonna make it on the charts. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it all on US30. So I'm really excited about that. I love his money mind. It's like, yeah, when you're around Q, you get so many golden nuggets. It's not even funny. You get so many gems. Just the way he like talks about things, like you see the logic in it, and I'm sure that came with time and experience, but at the same time, like you need that. You know what I mean? You need people like that. You need people that are higher up in you in life, so you can strive to get there. You don't want to be in a circle, in a box, to where like you're the big fish. You want to be around people that are going to force you to level up, that are going to force you to be better and do better and want to aim for more in life. So always surround yourself with people that are doing better than you, so it can motivate you and make you strive to be better. You know what I mean? And not just financially, in all aspects of your life. If you want to be better as an individual, you want to be more honest, you want to be more, stronger, whatever it is, get around somebody who's on the same path you're on, that's doing what you want to do and can guide you in the right direction. Okay? You can't talk to somebody who drives a Honda how you're going to get a Maybach. Okay? You can't ask somebody how to be an entrepreneur if they're working a 9 to 5, doing whatever. They gotta be doing what you want to do at a high level, and you want to get to that level. That's the number one motivator, is what to do. Whatever that, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Do exactly what you see that person doing. Because what they're doing is what got them to where they are and what's keeping them where they are. So you want to do the same thing. So like I said, you guys know me. I'm always watching podcasts. I'm always listening to different things, motivating stuff. If there's something out there, I'm watching it. Okay. Another great podcast, if you guys are not familiar with it, is called the Forex Beginner Podcast. That's another great channel here. My boy Calvin, great guy, God-fearing man, does great interviews. This one, great. This one, like the stuff, the people he talks to, the gems that you get, you can't ask for anything better. You can't ask for anything. He drops so much information in them, and real cool dude. And you're gonna get a lot of information out of these podcasts, a lot. So I encourage you guys, watch podcasts. You want to be a good trader, you gotta watch podcasts that talk about what you're trying to get better at, because you never know what type of gems, what kind of information you're gonna get out of those. That could make all the difference in your trading. It can make all the difference. Sometimes it's the one little thing that you're missing that you didn't see before or you didn't know about that's gonna help you. Okay? So fill your brain with good things, guys. Fill your mind with stuff that you know is gonna help you be better. I just took a sell on US30. Okay, cool. I don't see sells right now. This support is still very much holding, but hey, if you see sells, go for it, bro. Go for it. If someone is saving to build their account, how much do you suggest for a good starting amount? I tell everybody typically you want to start with at least $500 to $1,000. That's what you want to start with, because first of all, guys, like I get it. You know, some of you may not have the funds to invest and all that, but when you start small, you're gonna blow it quickly, because the first few accounts that you have, guys, you're gonna blow them. You're going to blow them. It's just, that's just the nature of the journey. You're going to blow those accounts. So, and you might blow them fast. You're gonna want to over leverage. You need to start your account so you can make all the mistakes that you do. Make all the mistakes on that. But you still got to get a feel for it. You know what I mean? If you start an account with $100 and you blow it in 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, now you got to refund again and then put another 100 or 200 or whatever it is. You're going to go through it so fast. And when you're taking loss after loss after loss and you're losing money, guys, it starts to mess with your psychology. You're going to start to get discouraged. It's going to mess with you mentally. And then you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to, it's not working, this and that. It's because you're not giving yourself enough wiggle room to really get a feel for what you're doing. So that's why I say, like, save up some money, and money that you don't need, money that is disposable. Not your car note money or your rent money or your kids' daycare, none of that. You have enough money, or put that money into that account and say, this is my learning account. This is my investment in my learning. Okay, if you're going to college for something, you got to pay for those college classes. You don't get that money back. You're paying for college to go learn something. Forex trading is the same thing. The money I'm putting in this account is my tuition money. And I need to spend this money so I can learn what I'm doing. It's the same thing. Okay? So if you're going to start, 500 minimum. 500 minimum. If you can put more, put more. Over time. I would say 500, 1,000, that's about it. You only put in more if you're actually seeing some type of profitability. If you're not seeing none of that, then don't do it. Because ain't nobody out here got $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to just keep blowing. You don't. Charlene, is it necessary to get 3 to 4 confirmations every time before an entry? It's best. Is it necessary all the time? No. Sometimes you won't get that many confirmations. Sometimes you'll only get 2 or 1. You know, I never enter off 1. That's too risky. You need minimum 2 and strong confirmations, not baby confirmations, strong ones to take an entry. Gold, buy or sell. Can I make this bigger? Is 40 the biggest size you could do? Yeah. Yes, it is. Buy or sell. This is my analysis on gold. Okay. I discovered you on Trading Nut. Yeah. Trading Nut was a cool interview. Yeah, Cam was cool. Cool guy. Am I in a trade? Somebody answer that guy who keeps asking, am I in a trade? Somebody answer him, because he doesn't seem to understand what we got going on here. So guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's about 10 o'clock. I don't really see much else happening today. I'm gonna get my weekend started. What gave you the confidence to start your YouTube channel? What gave me the confidence to start it? I don't know. I just did it. I don't know. I just did it. And also, I didn't see a lot of female traders. Like when I first started trading, there weren't any female traders like that out there. So I kind of wanted to be, you know, trailblazer, you know, something like that. I didn't see a lot of females. It would have been nice to see some females. So I didn't see any. So I kind of felt like our niche, which is still very infant, needed some feminine touch to it, you know. So, and I see a lot more female traders coming out. A lot more female traders. I see a lot coming out, and I love it. Every time I see it, I freaking love it. I love it. But other than that, that's what it is. So, what a week we had, guys. What a week. This was awesome. This was an awesome week. I ain't gonna lie. How many wins did we get this week? I think we won almost every day this week. Did we not? I think we won every day this week. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think we won every day this week. I'm pretty sure we did, because my MT4 for this week is all blue. My MT4 is all blue. All blues. So all blue. So my ex-girl introduced me to trading. Well, you have, I think you owe her something for that. Especially black female traders, a lot more. Yeah. We're coming out. We're coming out. GU is going up. US30 might go up as well. I don't know. US30 buys equal okay. Thank you for the stories. Have a good weekend. I was looking for female traders and I found you. Thank you, Yolanda. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Say it loud. I enjoy listening to your stories. Very inspiring. Love you. Thank you for the motivation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. All right, guys. So thank you guys for being on today. Thank you guys for being on for the week. It was amazing. We have a nice little 3-day weekend set up in front of us. Enjoy your holiday weekends. No live, guys. No live on what you call it, because on Monday, because it's a holiday, and you know that's not much going on in the markets. I'll glance at the markets, but I doubt I'll be looking for anything crazy because it's a holiday. So I will see you guys next week on Tuesday. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, same time, same place. If you did well this week, withdraw. Okay, I'm about to place a withdrawal right now, right after we finish, because this was a bomb-ass week. So I'm about to pull out some of this money from my broker, which is HANKOTRADE, right here at the bottom of the screen. And if you want to sign up with them, please use the link in the description box of my videos, and you can be entered into the random cash giveaways that we give if you do that. All right, guys. Other than that, this was a great week. You guys are the best. You guys are awesome. You guys make me better every day. Keep doing what y'all do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing for y'all. All right. So as always, it's your favorite female trader, SIMPLEFX, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace and love. I'm out.